Welcome to the channel and welcome back if you've watched before. Today is an exciting day because it's day number 1 of turning this into something like this. So let me roll the intro and then we'll get taking this apart. The old-fashioned choke, and put that on. I'm not even sure how old the fuel is, but let's give it a go. Let's run her up and see if she'll warm up. Come on. Right, third time lucky. You've got another battery down there. Let's see if that works. Choke on. What I'm going to do today, I'm just going to take all these plastics off, see what's underneath, and then I can write a list of jobs that I need to do on this bike. I'm going to put a whiteboard on the wall in a couple of days' time, write all the jobs that I need to do so I can tick them off as I go along. So I think that's it for today. I've got the rear end off. If you notice in that time lapse there, I had a crowbar on the rear end. That's because someone had, on the undertrad, put araldite under there, so I couldn't get to the nuts, and even if I could, they wouldn't have undone. So hopefully that's the last time I'm going to use a crowbar on this bike. Welcome back to episode 2 of the Honda Hornet build. The Honda Hornet, which I'm going to turn into a Scrambler. So let's roll the intro and we'll get on with doing some of the jobs on the bike that need doing. There's the overflow. Should be able to lift it backwards a bit. It does weigh a ton, to be fair. Sweet, that wasn't too bad actually. You can hear all that. Listen, all that wasted fuel in there. We might find a job for that another day, cleaning parts. I'm actually looking forward to this coming off to see what it looks like with it missing. There we go. One airbox. Hello and welcome back to episode 3 of the Honda Hornet Scrambler build. So we're down at a Breakers. This is Southern Superbike Spares down in Surrey. It's run by a friend of mine and he's got loads of bikes in stock. I don't know what he's got, but he's given me free reign of the place. We're just going to go and have a look around, see if there's any spares we can get for the Hornet. I'm not 100% sure if it's going to fit the Hornet yet. Ian's going to allow me to take this home and line it up and see if it works. Now I know this one isn't seized because it was tested on this bike previous, so hopefully that will go on and that's going to be one more job ticked off the list. Because I'm fabricating the rear end, there may be something in here that I can use to make the rear subframe, or it's just some steel to use for the project. So let's have a quick look around here and see what they've got. And just straight away I've seen this frame here. That there is the potential for the rear subframe, the back end of it. If you look at the top of the frame here, it's got a radius, which is kind of what I'm looking for, really. Oh, it's bloody freezing out here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome back to episode 4 of the Honda Hornet Scrambler build. So that's now empty now. Oh, that's ready to come off. Now that rear brake's off. Yes, I know it's been a couple of weeks since I put the last video out. I do apologise. I did say to you guys I'll try and do one a week. I've got my section of timber here. I've done some measurements. I know I want the main part of the subframe from the bike 500 millimeters long to the rear tail, and I need, I don't know if you can see it on the camera there, but the bike frame as it drops down, I need 140 millimeters. That's all that I got. The rest is going to be made up and done by hands. I know they'll say, I know the bottom's flat, so that'll line up no problem. So happy that that's square. I'm just going to get the clamps on to hold everything in place and then turn it over. All right, visually, I'm very happy with that. So I'm going to get that tacked on the other side, and then we'll line it up on the bike just to make sure that it does fit. Don't weld the end of the bloody tip to the bike, Paul. Well, there you have it, and it's very sort of loose form at the minute. So I'm not sure the camera's really going to pick up the shape, but I've made, see, the rear subframe from that green section and an old sissy bar that I had, which is actually the same diameter. That all really needs cleaning up, but that's not a problem. I've left this bracket on because I've got an exhaust pipe that's going to come up and I want to sort of scramble the pipe up high there. So I've left that on because that may come in of some use, but there it is in essence. That's the rear subframe roughly set up.